From this tragedy, along with its continual declining passenger numbers, outdated facilities, and its precarious location, plans were made to close the Mokpo Airport and build a new one. Before we get to the airport, here's a quick class in geography and history of the area. Gwangju, the sixth largest city in Korea, lies 268 kilometers south of Seoul, and Mokpo lies a further 50 kilometers southwest of Gwangju. Muan County lies 46 kilometers southwest of Gwangju. The distance between Muan County and Mokpo is approximately 20 kilometers. During Korea's brutal dictatorship regime of both Park Chung-hee and Chun Doo-hwan, Kim Dae-jung, who later became the democratically elected 8th president of South Korea, supported fervently by his constituents in the South Jeolla province, opposed the dictators at every turn, and fought for democracy. During all of Kim Dae-jung's struggles and fights, his people, his constituents, stood by him. Han Hwa-gap, one of Kim Dae-jung's closest associate and a key member of Kim's Millennium Democratic Party, was also from Muan County. With strong bonds to the region, it is suggested these two fought hard to bring an international airport to their constituency, to their people. These two politicians played pivotal roles behind the scenes to bring the Muan International Airport to life, even while it didn't have much support. As a result, the question being asked now is, was the approval of the airport an economical decision or a political decision to favor a few? Questions that were raised before construction began continued to remain even after the Muan International Airport was opened to the public in 2007. 1. There is already a functional airport in Gwangju. Why do we need another one close by? The counter-argument made against this was, Gwangju Airport is a civilian airport shared with military that has no capacity to expand and handle 10 million passengers that a new airport could do to boost tourists to this part of Korea and also serve as a transit point to Southeast Asia and China. 2. Why would anyone go to Muan? It's in the middle of nowhere. To be fair, that's probably what people said before Incheon Airport was built, which is way out of Incheon and Seoul. But Incheon Airport provides a first-class service with enough flight options, which has made Incheon Airport a compelling option. Muan Airport offers a few international options, but not enough for people to choose Muan Airport over Incheon or Gimpo. 3. Then there is the transportation issue. Getting to Muan Airport itself isn't convenient. You can drive there, but to this day, Muan Airport has no railway line, while pretty much every other airport in Korea, with the exception of Jeju Airport, is connected to Korea's ubiquitous train lines. To fix this problem, a KTX line costing 2.53 trillion South Korean won is being built, which will be operational in 2025. 4. Environmental reasons. Even if you aren't a tree hugger, it is hard to ignore the fact that Muan Airport is surrounded by 4 major migratory bird habitats. Despite this, not enough measures were taken to address this issue. Despite these reasons, the Muan International Airport was opened to public in 2007. The airport was designed to handle 10 million passengers annually, but the airport never saw numbers close to this. Not even close to it. In contrast, these are the numbers for the regional Gwangju Airport, almost 1/10. With budget cuts and no signs of increasing passenger numbers, Muan Airport signed deals with both Jin Air and Jeju Air to provide additional and more regular international options. Jeju Air began regular international flights from Muan Airport to Bangkok and other Asian cities on the 8th of December, 2024. If the airport intended to handle more international routes, it had to accommodate bigger planes to fly longer routes, and bigger planes inevitably need longer runways. This brings us to 3 primary issues that are apparent but were not addressed. 1. The length of the runway. The runway at Muan at 2,800 meters is notably shorter than those at Incheon Airport and Gimpo Airport, and marginally shorter than the Gwangju Airport. The runway extension was approved in 2019, but the plans were never executed and the budget allocated kept reducing. This was attributed to the opposition-led budget cuts. 2. Despite Muan Airport's high risk of bird strikes, the airport has only 4 bird control staff, with only 2 on duty at the time of the accident. This is inadequate compared to other airports like Gimpo, Jeju, and Gimhae. Muan also lacks essential equipment like thermal imaging detectors and bird detection radars. 3. The mound. This has been a repeated point by various experts as an unnecessary addition to the runway, but it has to be noted that other Korean airports do have a similar design, even though the other airports have longer runways.